That's hard to do. You see that? They identified this man's fingerprints through a picture. Like that's some serious ass zoom. That's a serious zoom on that camera. Whatever the fuck camera they use, I need to get that guy. I got a good camera now, but I'm just saying. Right out the pot, big up the knots. More 4 5s and 9 than the deck of cards and they hot. Go pop a car, whip out the lot, pull up at Walnut, y'all forgot. And this is Lala Madness. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Fierce Review. And in this episode, I'll actually be discussing the cheese fingerprint arrest there in the UK. So, yeah, he got arrested through his fingerprints with a picture of him holding some cheese. That should be good. So, part of my little weird news thing. I know y'all love that. Y'all love the weird news. So, got some of that for you. And you guys know where to reach me at too. All social media platforms, Lala Madness, as well as Lala Madness _official on Instagram. And let's jump right into it. So, out there in Liverpool in the UK, Carl Stewart, who was 39, posted a photo of himself on Eurochat. Okay, which is, I guess, kind of like WhatsApp or some social media platform. Okay, so he showed himself holding a block of cheese, mature blue cheese to be exact. Like they even went as far as describing the type of cheese the man was holding, but it was a mature blue cheese from a reputable British retailer, Marks and Spencer. Now they assumed that he was pretty much supplying large amounts of drugs just from a damn picture of him holding some cheese from Mark and Spencer. Now, how the hell did they determine that is up to y'all to figure out, or maybe it'll be in a damn report once his discovery pack is done. I don't know. But at the end of the day, they assumed from this picture that he was selling drugs. Large amounts from a little thing of cheese. Get it? Okay. So the police in Europe actually cracked the encrypted Eurochat network as part of an Operation Venetic, Venetic, which is the operation that they were having, or you know they name operation thing, operation this, operation that. Right, this was Operation Venetic, I guess. And officers were actually able to analyze his fingerprints from the photo to identify him. So how they showed him basically holding the cheese like this. So you see you will see fingerprints kind of like if he was holding it, kind of. Okay, so they were able to analyze the damn fingerprints through the picture from how close he had it up. I mean, I know that you got to get fingerprint card, they do the little all that, but they got his from a picture. Okay, they pictured his ass. That's what happened. So basically, on May 23rd, 2021, he was arrested. He pled guilty to conspiracy to supply cocaine, conspiracy to supply heroin, MDMA, and ketamine, and transferring criminal property. So that was his charges that they gave him on May the 23rd. And then he was sentenced to 13 years and 6 months on various drug charges. So what I'm trying to figure out, people, excuse me, because I got to get something. Sorry about that. What I'm trying to figure out is if he had the conspiracy to do all of this shit, supplying heroin, MDMA, cocaine, all of that, and transferring criminal property. How the hell already, because you know our criminal system in the States operate a little different, honey. It's going to be a minute before you go to court. I mean, in most cases, generally a year is the like timeline for getting going to court and going through trial if you're not just gonna plead out and take a plea. Okay, so if you choose not to take a plea, excuse me, if you choose not to take a plea, then you go to trial, which that's what extends into that year possible time frame. Okay, so at the end of the day, how the hell in about 2 weeks he done went from getting arrested, pled guilty, and all of that good stuff. Okay, and then he got sentenced all in 2 weeks. Yeah, usually sentencing is later and all that. No, they ain't playing no fucking games out there in Liverpool. Don't go out there and commit no fucking crimes. That's all I got to say. Now, Merseyside police also say around 60,000 users have now been identified worldwide with about 10,000 of them in the UK alone. So of this Euro chat, so if you on there, don't be on there committing no damn crimes, because 60,000 of those users, which probably is some of y'all, they've been identified. How they're identifying them, which I just told you that they identified this man through a fingerprint and a picture of some cheese, then you can just figure out. So 50,000 of the people do not live in the UK where this man was arrested. Okay. So, and all are said to be involved, the people that were arrested, in either coordinating and planning the supply and distribution of drugs and weapons, money laundering, and other criminal activity. So, kind of like a black market type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like before they shut down. What was that site that they shut down, where people were selling booty on? You know, the little prostitutes and stuff. What was that site? Back pages. This they little back pages. So, don't be on their version of back pages, selling no ass, no drugs, and nothing else, because they got your ass. They coming for you next, boo. Okay. Damn. They also arrested 60 people as part of the operation, and 6 more criminals were actually sentenced to long prison terms as well after this May the something situation is also. So, in one example, Sean Harrison, 33, actually was sentenced to 10 years and 8 months in prison after pleading guilty to conspiracy to supply cocaine and cannabis, which will be weed. Harrison was caught after he revealed personal details of himself on Eurochat, on which he went by the handle Scampy and Sandferret. So, clearly, they know what you're doing. They coming. I mean, I don't want to be, I mean, the U.S. is still getting out, you know, it's, what's that, the facial recognition. So I know that they're going back now, arresting a lot of people based on facial recognition that they just got out not too long ago or recently. Some states are still rolling out with it. So some places have started arresting people from stuff they did 5, 6, 7 years ago, because now they got you on camera. They were able to match up that facial recognition, and then now you got a warrant, and they just waiting to pull your ass over when they run your tag. That's how that's going. So, I mean, in this case, I don't know if I feel sorry for Carl Stewart. I mean, you know, you got to be smarter than that if you want to try to sell drugs through a motherfucking thing of blue cheese. And then they done found you through some fingerprints, Carl. Fingerprints. So what I'm doing is telling the rest of the people out here that's on Eurochat, that's committing crimes out there, the UK is coming, and they done identified 50,000 other people outside of the dumbass person that they found already. And so they coming for all 50,000 people. Oh, I'm sorry, 60,000. Okay, 50,000 outside of the UK, 10 is there. So at the end of the day, you know what time it is. I just am still confused about how they identified that. You see that? Like, that's hard to do. You see that? They identified this man's fingerprints through a picture. Like, that's some serious ass zoom. That's a serious zoom on that camera. Whatever the fuck camera they use, I need to get that guy. I got a good camera now, but I'm just saying. That one is like tops the cake. Ain't nobody messing with that one. Keep your fingers out of pictures, people. It's not smart. Don't use blue cheese as a way to say drugs, because obviously they know. Boo. Alright. And there we have that on the cheese fingerprint guy that was arrested there in Liverpool because he wanted to sell drugs and actually take a picture with the cheese. Alright. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think about that. This is Lala Madness, and this is, I guess, weird news, because this is really not a fierce review. It really is, but it's really not. So, call it what you want to. At the end of the day, that's what we had to talk about. So, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And this is Lala Madness. I'm out.